Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down, here's Bortles. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Fournette, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Bortles to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Bortles now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Throwing now is Bortles. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Throwing now is Keenum. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punter King to send it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Spread right, 72.
A handoff to Fournette. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, spread right, smack. Sunday.
Now Bortles. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Some strong running at the 20. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Let's go.
Now this time Bortles will throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air. Keenum on second down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Kerr able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. Punch right, punch right, punch right.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Paul. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Bortles now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
380.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles going to throw. Paul bringing it in. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Lucy.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ben Koyak, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. At the 23. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here we go, boys. Take 53, 55. Roger.
Keenum to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The final shot before half for Keenum. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just beating the play clock. Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Keenum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. Emmanuel Sanders. 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. 82 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard. Line just across the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Set. Green 80.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Bortles fights off the defender, and he finds Safarian Jenkins. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Domata Peko, the one to get him down. In a 3-4 defense there, and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Green 80.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
39, Lucy.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 39, Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.